The front four, though not one of football's biggest nor most heralded, was exceptionally quick, aggressive, and effective. Defensive end Ike Lassiter had another solid season, along with rugged Dan Birdwell, All-AFL Tom Keating, and mustachioed Ben Davidson. Carlton Oates was in support.
What the highlight films of the day omitted was a wild streak that made Oakland's front four the Hells Angels of football.
We had a reputation of being a bunch of thugs, ex-convicts, who knows how bad people thought of us.
Led by Ben Davidson, Oakland's pursuit of the passer blurred the line between fair and flagrant.
That's dirty. It's not dirty. You happened to be laying there when we had to get to that position, and we had to step on you to get there.
Ben would hit the quarterback while he was getting in the car with his girlfriend after the ball game. That was not a late hit to Ben.
He'd hit a referee if he got in the way and just, you laugh, you know.
The Raiders' favorite target was New York's Joe Namath.
Joe was nice to hit. He grunt real good when you hit him hard. He let, I love to hear that sound on a quarterback.
While Lassiter broke Namath's cheekbone, Davidson got his licks in as well.
Ben hits him, and he hits him so hard that in those days the goalpost was up on the goal line. He whacks him and knocks him right into the goalpost. I thought the guy was dead. So that next year, in '67, we go to play him, and they station a referee behind the quarterback, and he starts yelling, "Lay off."
The officials were yelling at us, "Don't touch him, leave him alone." And I mean, that's not their job. Their job is to reach back and throw a flag when you do it.
Although the Raiders were accused of being dirty, there was no denying the uncleanliness of number 53, Dan Birdwell, whose suspect grooming habits were worsened by an experimental medication.
DSMO makes you smell like oysters. And he'd get in the huddle, and everybody in the huddle just move away from Birdie and just let him stand there by himself.
Danny was covered with hair. He had hair from his knuckles to right where his hairline was right here, and his body was covered with hair. Looked like he was wearing a sweater almost.
His roommate kept saying, you know, God, my toothbrush stays wet all the time. Birdwell was using it too.
He'd come out of the shower, he'd slap all this hot shaving cream on him, and he'd go like this. Wham, 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 wham. Now all the cuts would start.
And walk out bloods everywhere.
Now this went on every game.
Some of the Raiders may have smelled bad, but they all ate well as a guest of gourmet Tom Keating.
Gourmet is nothing but a social pig. Remember that.
Keating lived high on the hog, a Renaissance man who enjoyed the finer things in life.
One of the great years. 1964, Chateau Margaux.
Yes, Tom Keating, gourmet cook, wine collector. One night there were 7 people in attendance, and we had 17 bottles of wine. And we started out with champagne, and Tom had a perfect bottle of wine for each course. Just a diverse group of guys, but once we came together, serious business, we were going to play that game and win it.
In 1967, the Raiders' defense set a record with 67 sacks and helped lead Oakland to Super Bowl II.
It's not too many people can say they had that many sacks. It's not too many people say they can play a football game and a team come out minus yards for a game.
We were about as good as you could get for a 3-year period. I mean, we were just knocking them down right and left. You were a team, but you were allowed to be different people. All I really wanted you to do was play football.
It was just fun. We had a lot of fun doing it, on the field and off the field.